What's up YouTube, welcome back to Flying Dutchman videos. This is my Metro Last Light playthrough, part 13 if I'm not mistaken. If you watched the previous video you know that we've nearly got Pavel, but he got away due to some freak coincidence basically. So now we're forced to get out of Venice Station into some very nasty territory, as we'll see in a few seconds. That looks good.
The swamp. The base is right across in the church. You can't see it from here. There's a powered winch ferry.
The church is actually about 2 chapters away, as the swamp continues for another chapter after this.
Well, that's all. Good luck, Artyom.
Thanks for the backup, dude. Jeez. So the goal here is to follow the red flags around the swamp and pick some things up to power the ferry, because the ferry needs gasoline. Make sure you always stay on or around the red flags, because if you don't, you run the risk of getting in deep water, and that means death. It's actually an achievement you can get for doing it, I think 5 times or so. So if you're interested in that, by all means drown yourself, but as you can see with all the tall grass, it's really hard to see if you're actually about to step into water or not. Behind that little corner is a demon, so don't go around there. You can, if you want to, I think grab some pretty useless at this point, shotgun shells. But other than that, it's not going to do you any good. Up ahead is the plane we need to get to, so keep following the red flags. You can't get in from this side, so you have to go around. Best way is to do it like this, because there's shrimps or whatever they're called on the other side, and you're likely gonna have to fight them. That's actually some remains, so don't mistake them for shrimps and alert the entire swamp. But get inside. That's actually those are sort of like claymore mines. It's actually pretty useful once you get to the ferry. But near the cockpit is the jerry cans and some collectibles, some ammo, other resources. So make sure you get everything in here. Bet you wasn't expecting that. You weren't expecting that. Yeah. We'll be seeing a lot more of him, or whatever it is, over the course of this and the next level. So don't open up on it now, because it's not going to do you any good. We'll take care of it eventually, but now is not the time. Stay inside the plane until the pisses off. I don't know if it's possible to get out of there without fighting the mutants, but in case you want to pick up some extra shotgun shells, like a lot, about 10 or so, walk the wing and pick these shells up. 22 actually. It's pretty useful stuff. Then take a running jump, otherwise you're going to end up in the water, and jump back. And at this point I had to fight the shrimps to get past, so you might not have to, but it is likely. There's a big one here. Make sure you aim for the mouth, whatever it is, because it looks pretty armored. Actually goes down pretty quickly if you keep aiming for that opening in the armor. So after that, don't get on the wing and try to jump to the next little island, because you're not going to make it, but keep following the red flags. I'd actually had to check out a bit where I had to go, but keep following those flags. make sure you don't stand around too much or you might get attacked like I did, but take care of these buggers. Use a fire bottle or something. Do like I do and grossly overshoot the enemies. One or two, or maybe three well-placed shotgun blasts will actually take care of these guys, so don't worry about them too much, but they might get the drop on you. So keep your cool and try to hit whatever is biting you in the face, which is generally a good idea, but there's some stuff to be found around and on these little concrete slab teepees. So make sure you check those out. Our goal here is to, after we've been in the plane, to get to the gas station where we can pick up some more stuff. But keep following the flags. As far as I know, there's no direct route from where we are now to the gas station. Once you've gotten to the gas station, watch out, because there's a couple of static enemies hidden behind these, between these vines, which are the little snake-like enemies we saw in the previous game. I don't think this one has too much maneuverability, but still, just a heads up in case it gets the jump on you. Doesn't seem that dangerous, but still. In the building next to us is actually Kalash 2012, which is a nice little reward for doing some exploring. And then I nearly killed myself. Fight these jokers off again. It's just propped up here next to the bedroll, so exchange. Probably wise to exchange your one of your non-silenced weapons for it. So I kept the valve, which you see here, the bastard with the suppressor on it, and the Kalash. As in the little boat level, the valve, pretty practical for taking these guys out with its high-powered rounds, but do conserve your ammo because it's useful for other big enemies as well. This is actually a fairly close call. I was kind of stuck in this little area with this butcher. Ended up killing him just in time. After this, it's more or less this area is more or less empty. You can head into the gas station. There's some stuff to be had there in an abandoned container, which you see here to the left, opposite the tank car. And then in the little office to the right is the last jerry can you need to get to. Again, most of them are empty, so only stretches out the cutscene, but the small ones carry some fuel. So now we need to get this to the little ferry raft, and then it kind of turns into wave defense. Well, it's not really that bad, but you have to defend yourself for a bit while the raft is pulled in. I believe it actually gets stuck at one point, and you need to reactivate it by basically pressing the button again. It's right next to this tree, so get the jerry can in there and you're basically good to go. Don't forget to use your the frag mines if you want to. Certainly helps keeping the big ones at bay while you wait for the raft. So that's more or less a decision you have to make for yourself if you want to save these or use them now. You can't trigger them yourself, so don't worry about that. At least I don't think you can trigger them yourself, but hasn't happened to me at any rate. They can pretty much one-shot one of these big buggers. This pretty much speaks for itself. It's a pretty simple fare. As soon as you hear the engine stalling or cutting out, run back over there and press the button again, and then just keep defending yourself. Don't worry about this one, just keep it at bay for a bit so it doesn't totally mess you up. But after a while, our old friend the demon will show up, and they'll have themselves a fight, which you can use to duck out and wait for the raft in safety. So that's been it for this part of my Metro Last Light playthrough, part 13. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next couple of videos. Later.